So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, I would recommend to always be aware of gators, but particularly this time of year, you got to watch out. Because, you know, I have seen gators sometimes, and they're just pretty chill. In fact, I've gotten bold enough every now and then. There was one time I was at PJ National playing a little bit of golf, and there was a gator right there, and I went right up pretty close, within about 10 feet. He was just kind of chilling. Took a little video of him. I wasn't scared, Virginia.
Wow. I did the same thing. I used to see him by the canal where I used to live, back down in Sandalwood area.
Right.
And they'd get really super close. And it was almost like when I smelled gasoline, I couldn't help it. I had to get near it.
Okay. Huh. Yeah.
In a safe way, of course.
Oh, right, of course. Well, now you got to watch out because apparently it's gator mating season, and they've been a horny, and they get a little bit squirrely. And I don't know if they'll hump your leg, but they might come after you.
So what's a day in a life for a horny alligator? Like right now, is that all they're thinking about right now?
Yeah, that's it.
All day long.
Just like you. That's all they can think about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say peak mating is going to be in May and June. It's just kind of kicking off right now. So they're Florida Fish and Wildlife is kind of putting it out there right now. Just be a little bit aware because they're a little bit more visible in lakes and ponds and waterways across the state. So you see them more. And just kind of, watch out because they'll be a little bit froggy.
And maybe don't be like Kevin and Jason and go
Not
up
this
and
time of year,
try
no.
to video them and get close.
No,
Yes.
I was wrong for doing that, and I want to go on record. Don't do a jaybird. Mm-hmm. But I do have a question, and maybe the animal people can help me. Let's say you've got a frisky gator that likes to get busy at 7 a.m. and does its thing. Is it wanting to do that thing again at, I don't know, 12 p.m.?
I don't know. You have to interview the gator.
Or someone that knows about gators.
Amy from Bush Wildlife.
That's kind of a weird question to ask.
She expects it from us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you want to be careful with a lot of the usual things that maybe people don't know, like keep your pets that are on a leash far away from any water. This is the time of year, especially where they're going to come up and be snatching doggies. So be alert near shorelines. Keep your hands and feet inside boats while on the water. If you're on something that might have gators in it. So all those kind of things. Just give them their space.
Gotcha.
Yeah, until we at least get through June and maybe a little bit longer. Well, they say that Anthony Buell and March Chadwick got arrested on Saturday after driving through Central Florida with a dead gator strapped to the car roof. How Florida man is that, huh?
Very, very gator heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What are you getting paid by the gators over there, Kevin?
I am, yes. $1. I'm at $2 now. Witnesses first spotted the vehicle near Walt Disney World Resort outside of Orlando, and the license plate readers tracked the car as it moved through multiple locations. They covered the reptile with a white sheet after being warned by multiple parties that possession of the alligator is illegal in the state of Florida.
Oh, they blew it. They should have put it in a UF jersey.
If they would have just put it in the trunk or in like the back in the car, no one would know. You can't have it on the roof.
Yeah, you can't put it on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they got pulled over in Melbourne about 7 p.m. They both admitted to taking the roadkill alligator to have it taxidermied. They were charged with illegal killing, possessing, or capturing alligators and posted $5,000 bond each. So Chadwick is a New York architect, while Buell is described as a world traveler and son of a philanthropist.
Oh.
If you found a dead gator on the side of the road and it was still fresh enough to cook and eat, do you get in trouble for that?
Great question.
Did. That's what
That's exactly. Okay, I got to start listening better.
They got charged with killing it, but if it was roadkill, it was already dead.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think if you do it, you might have to have a license. I think they might regulate how many you can kill. And so Florida Fish and Wildlife want to do all that kind of stuff. So I would definitely look into that kind of stuff, even if it would be roadkill. I think you need to get it passed by that. And honestly, I mean, if it's been sitting on the side of the road, I'm not sure you want to eat roadkill anything.
Dude, my freshman year in college, it was a redneck town, and we hit a deer, and it was... My coach wanted to cook the dead deer and put it on the bus. People eat roadkill.
Rednecks have a different kind of gullet. They're conditioned. I wouldn't recommend us city folk trying something like that. Your sensibility can't handle it.
They don't play.
That might mess up your constitution. Well, Seminole County deputies say a man used an AI-generated video to falsely report a crime, prompting a real law enforcement response. The video appeared to show a break-in involving a deputy's patrol vehicle was actually created using AI from an image of the car. Authorities say the suspect showed the convincing fake video to a deputy as evidence, leading the officer to believe a crime was in progress and responded accordingly. The incident is part of a growing trend of AI deepfake prank videos that depict crimes that never happened.
Wow.
There's even stuff going on now where people are taking AI and using people's faces and putting them on different bodies and making it look like they're doing horrific or, terrible things.
And it's not real.
No, it's not real. And it's getting to a point where perverts are doing it with, the youth. It's awful.
Oh, my gosh.
And officials say it's not harmless. It's wasting police resources, creates potentially dangerous situations, and could lead to criminal charges for filing false reports
It
or
should.
misusing emergency services. Yeah, in this case, the suspect was ultimately arrested.
Good.
They took him into custody in Puerto Rico. So they aren't playing on this kind of stuff. So just so you know.
If you put an AI video together and you give it to the cops, guess what? They're going to be able to look at it and tell that it's AI.
Yeah.
When they put it through whatever system they have.
They have a whole department that they are designed to figure out what and who's lying about anything digital.
Did you guys happen to see the ridiculous footage that had happened in Cincinnati, Ohio, of the guy that was running from the out-of-shape cop? It was one of those kind of videos. You ever heard the Benny Hill theme?
Yes.
It would be one of those things you need to put the soundtrack on it, because the fat cop's trying to run after this guy, and he's kind of like dodging him, and then he kind of runs to the other side of the street. The fat cop runs over there, and then he kind of runs to the other side of the street, and it's just somebody filming from outside their window. It's the most unbelievable and most unimpressive police chase I've ever seen in my life.
You got to call for backup at that point.
You know this guy's getting trolled hard.
Aww.
So he didn't catch him at all.
It doesn't look like it now from the video. Yeah. So he was just, and the guy kind of knew it. He's like, dude, dog, you ain't catching me. Well, they say 4 of 7 law enforcement officials at Costilla County Sheriff's Office are now facing criminal indictments, including abuse of a corpse and assault. Sheriff Danny Sanchez and former Deputy Keith Schultz each received 4 counts of official misconduct and 1 count of abuse of a corpse related to mishandling unidentified human remains.
Oh, no.
They say they collected remains in a paper grocery bag, then left it unsecured, lost teeth and other evidence. Then they waited 2 months to file the report, admitting he left bones in a bag on his desk.
What?
Yeah. Just sloppy police work.
Oh, my gosh.
And at one point, he forgot about the bones being there. He ate a sandwich on his desk.
Well, what about that poor person's family?
Right, and that's what they're looking at.
Oh, my gosh.
Sergeant Sanchez, the sheriff's son, was indicted on 2nd and 3rd degree assault charges related to the same incident. So, yeah, it sounds like they need to clean house at the sheriff's office there.
Well, I don't get it. Why would they
Why would they not take it serious if they have human bones?
They might now if they got the charges pending against them. Yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff. So, they say multiple riders became stranded on Wednesday when the DC Rivals Hypercoaster malfunctioned at Warner Brothers Movie World on Australia's Gold Coast. They say it's the tallest, longest, and fastest hypercoaster
Oh, no.
in the South Hemisphere.
They got stuck on the tallest coaster, Jaybird.
I would die from crapping myself.
But what sucks is this happened in Australia where it's summer. It was 1 p.m. and the temperature was 86 degrees and they were in the sun cooking.
Oh, no.
They had rescue crews climbing up the steep incline, bringing them umbrellas to try to protect themselves from the sun.
I don't know if you've ever been stuck on a roller coaster or a Ferris wheel, and I'm talking about a large structure one. It's horrifying because you don't know when you're getting down.
Jaybird, who is afraid of heights, got stuck trying to impress a girl.
On a first date, it was awful. And I'll never be able to hear the song, I swear, because that's all that was blasting on repeat. It was a nightmare.
Have you ever ridden a Ferris wheel since?
Nope, I don't think I ever have. And if I did, it would have to. No, I don't think I have.
Good. You don't belong on a Ferris wheel.